I got the new Traeger Timberline a few days ago, and I thought I'd make this video about one problem and how it was fixed. There's lots of new things about it. I'm sure if you're interested in the Timberline, you've already seen all the videos, so I won't go in any depth into the new features. But real quick, in case you haven't, it has the new burner on the side. It's supposed to be an outdoor induction rated. It's got the pop and lock system. You can add a bunch of accessories to. I just got one, which is the shelf in front. And then lots of new things, which is great. The wireless probes are probably the best thing that connect right up to the screen. The new screen is new, which is great. One thing they fixed that is not the problem I'm talking about is the little sensor was horribly inaccurate. It used to be over in the corner. Now it's right above the auger, and it seems to be a little better now. And you've probably seen the underneath. And here's where the ash and grease is supposed to go. But the problem that I experienced right when I got it first was that it wouldn't season and it had a bunch of error codes. I called the Traeger customer service line and they were really great. They answered late at night a couple of times and helped me at 9 or 10 o'clock. One of the first things they did was have me take off the side here, which is where all the electronics are. And we poked around for a long time and nothing really came of that. We got into the burn box and looked around there, and somehow it just ultimately resolved itself, all the error codes, and I was able to start. But the real problem that I was making the video for was it would only get up to about 200 degrees. I called Traeger back, and they did a good job of trying to work through it, but they didn't have a real fix. And at the end, they said, just leave it running for hours because the system would learn and adjust and eventually would work. And so I did that, and it did not work. But the thing that I did do that I now have been able to get it up to 500 degrees and keep it there is initially when it would not get up to over 200, I put it at 400, and every probably 5 or 10 minutes, I increased the temperature by 5 degrees. And it would go from 200 to 225, and then I would increase it another 5 and it would go to 250. And I did that all the way up until 450. And at that point, it's been working great ever since. I've cooked a couple of steaks on it, and everything's going well. There are a few other issues that I think there's some home remedies, even though I'm not sure you're supposed to have to fix a new Traeger Timberline. But I'll show you what they are real quick. The first one is over here. Let's see if we can get any smoke coming out, but there's not a good seal on the gasket. Yeah, you can see it coming out there. And the problem is pretty obvious. When they were running this gasket, they pulled it so tight across the corner that there's no give to keep that seal going where the smoke can't escape there. So that's a problem. And I guess I can get some heat gasket off of Amazon. One I really don't like is, let's see if you can see it here, these seams have little leaks in them, which I believe these are welded seams and should not have any leaks. I guess there's a fix for that too. You can get some fire caulk and seal up those seams, but you can't really reach it from in here because it's double lined with stainless steel. So that's a problem too. But it hasn't really affected the cook, and so far it's been a good grill. The induction was great. It got up to temperature incredibly fast, and we seared some ribeyes on it. So overall, it's a pretty good grill. It should be better than it is for the price that it is, and I'll let you do what you want with this information. Thanks.